Hello everyone, welcome to a game of Armed Air Services. So this is a flight simulator, so I do keep an eye out for flight simulators on the phone. So the phone is probably my most powerful computing device, so that's what I play games on. I should probably sort that out at some point, but I haven't really had any compulsion, and most games are quick and easy on the phone, whereas they seem to be a pretty serious sort of commitment on the PC. So I have World of Warships on the PC. The update process alone is enough to put me off. So I've played World of Warships on the phone for, well, a good couple of years. Oh, hello, we had a light. So here we are, we're in the F-16, and I've been trying us out for the last couple of days. I've been doing tutorials. Some of the tutorials feel like they're work in progress, particularly the tutorial where you get to land, because it tells you, it has a thing over the gear says press gear, but the thing over the gear prevents you from pressing the gear, so you never get the gear down. So it has nice sort of heads-up display icons to help guide you in for a nice landing on the runway, only to splat. So here we are. Now, in this particular free flight, I have organised for there to be an enemy C-130 Hercules, because I thought a MiG-29 might be a little bit too much. 6 trucks and a factory, and for all those enemies out there, I am going to ignore them and do a circuit, because if I can successfully do a circuit, I'll feel pretty good, because it's quite interesting sort of, well, it uses the phone accelerometer for steering, so it is a little bit difficult to steer because you're steering with the entire phone. It is like flying a jet fighter through a letterbox, so this is the view that you get. Now, one of the things that I've discovered trying to do a circuit is that the game has yet to get anything that shows your heading. Maybe in the cockpit view it's got something to show you heading. We'll get the cockpit view in a bit. But meanwhile, I believe that town to my right was to my right as I was taking off. So I believe that I should be running down the length of the runway. I'm going to slow down because otherwise I'm just going to fly off into the Netherland. Here we are, we're going to go around this peak and then we're going to turn in, then turn in again. Let's get some weapons going. So let's cycle through the weapons. We have AA missiles up. What else we've got? We've got guns, they fire, off the left hand side of the plane, that's good. Got some bombs. Now if we drop those, do we see them drop off the pylons? Very nice, very nice. Okay, so there's a lot of good things with this game. It does look like it's a very early version. One of the really interesting things is that you actually have 2 planes to play, the F-16 and a propeller plane, which is a trainer, and for some reason it always seems to, whatever you select, it always seems to produce the F-16, so go figure. Here we are, we're going to do a turn. Nice lens flare there, so good graphics. Oops, overcompensating. Like any sort of jet fighter, it's quite reactive in its controls. Obviously that's a result of high airspeed over the wing surfaces. Rolls very nicely, perhaps a little bit too nicely. So I think I've turned away because I've realised that I'm a little bit too close to the airport. We're going to open up some distance because I want to do a decent landing run. Right, we're going to head over this windmill farm. I'm assuming it's a windmill farm. There we go. We have the heads-up display. Do we have a heading there? We may have actually had a heading down the bottom there. This is just a nice graphic. Doesn't really have much going for it. Oh, there we go. Can we turn our heads? Yes, we can. What do we see? Actually, we see a whole lot of green squares. So I'm going to cycle through my nav points to find out the steer points. I suppose they're called steer points. Maybe one day they'll be upgraded to be nav points. There's no guarantees that the people that wrote this have English as a first language. And we have a whole lot of green. I'm assuming those are enemy trucks. And we're going to go looking for our airfield. Where is our airfield? We're getting a bit of speed up. Right, okay. Here we go. Oh, there's our airfield. Well, we are well lined up on our airfield, which is just marvellous because it can be a bit of a struggle lining up on things, particularly with bombing runs. I found to be a bit of a struggle. So we'll drop the speed. So what we'll do is we'll change our view at this point. into the this view so that we can get rid of that annoying cockpit. Now that circle, see that circle in the middle of the screen? That is where our nose is heading. So our plane is going to travel in that direction, so we're going to overshoot the runway. So what I'm going to do is drop the speed, put in a bit of air brake, which is really going to take some speed off. And you can see that circle coming right down. Now I want to settle that on the end of the runway, but with a reasonable amount of acceleration so that I'm not just going to fall out of the sky prior. Need to remember to put the gear down. So far so good. We're looking pretty nice here. Yep. And we're going to get our gear down. I'm assuming I've got my gear down. No. Oh, slow the throttle. Right. And then we're just going to pull the nose back. That's it. Gears down. Pull the nose back. Pull it tight back. Pull it tight back. And then we get some wheels on the runway, which is fantastic. Now we need some wheel brake. Wheel brake. Wheel brake. Wheel brake. I'm assuming... Now I'm pressing the wheel brake at this point. Oh, there we go. Right. I see the wheel brake is a toggle. Okay. So, impression so far. I need some more practice. It's got promise. It's got promise. I'm a bit scared of air combat because it is quite hard to keep the thing in the air. So, which is fair enough because planes of this sort of nature can be quite difficult to keep in the air. So there we go. Armed Air Services. Giving a bit of a shout out. It's available in the Play Store. And yeah, a flight simulator that doesn't feel like an arcade. Hope you enjoyed watching that. Maybe you'll see me be more successful next time. Thanks for watching.